What's up, everybody? Tentacle Tech here. Today's stretching day, so this routine is meant to do all day stretching. So it's about an hour, and it's meant to do on a day that you're not doing any other kind of workout. You'll hear that I'm already a little bit out of breath. The reason for that is because I had already started recording this video, and I realized that I was on mute. So I'm starting all over just for you, because I love you so much. So we're gonna start from the beginning, and it should be fun. Should be fun. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we're gonna start with those toe lifts that you've seen before and some of the other exercises that we do for warm up. So you squeeze your butt, and you have your feet together, your legs together, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We take a quick break. We're gonna do one more set of that. That light really doesn't help with the camera focus, does it? All right. And then again, here we go. Let me make it so you can see my feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This hurts more than usual for me because I already did it. I'm not used to doing 40 or 80 instead of 40. All right, next is jump outs. So I got about halfway through these and then realized that I was muted. So here we go. So you're gonna come down into a squat. You don't want your knees to go past your toes. You're gonna hold your hands like this. I don't know why, it's just a thing that they do. And then you're gonna launch yourself up like this. 1, 2, 3. And you wanna try to land as lightly as possible because it takes more muscle. You build muscle better that way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to take a break before we do another set of those. Whew. Whew. I'm gonna have some water. Okay. In this exercise routine, this is the most aerobic part. This is just to get your blood flowing, get you warmed up, so that you're warm for the stretches. Because you don't want to be cool for stretches because you can hurt yourself. All right, one more set of 20. Maybe we can move on to the stretching, which is much easier. So here we go. Oh, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Next. Whew. All right. Neck 4 times. Here we go. So it's just going to be, it's really easy. It's just 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. And you're done. That's it for that. And then 30 seconds bending your head forward. So take out a little timer real quick. Set to 30 seconds. And just lightly press on the back of your head. Sort of allow your arms to sort of hang on the back of your head just for a little bit of an extra stretch. That's our 30 seconds. So now we're moving on to side shoulder stretching. So this one, again, similar to what we do in warm-ups. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done with that. Moving on. Stretching triceps, 30 seconds for each. So this one is one of my favorites. I always use this in the morning, and it cracks all the places in my back. It feels really good. So if you haven't done this one before, you might experience some cracking, which is fun. It's 30 seconds on each arm. You're just gonna come up like this, put your hand on your shoulder blade, and then gently press down with this hand on the elbow. You'll feel a nice stretch there. Try to keep your head, don't, bend your head super down, and don't, twist it. Just try to keep it relatively straight. I always push my head down a little bit, but you don't want it to go like this or anything. All right, and then switch arms now. Again, this hand, the hand that you're stretching, just comes to the opposite shoulder blade, and then you just slightly press down with your elbow. With your other hand on the elbow. You guys like my little sway? I said you guys, oh no. I mean y'all. I'm trying to stop saying the G word. Because y'all is more inclusive, Alright, that's it for that. Hopefully you got some good cracks out of that if you've never done that one before. It's really nice. Alright, and then this one is also nice. You'll really feel a stretch here. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna put your hand on your hip, raise the other hand up, and lean over with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's it for that. Moving on. Next up is bending forward, 1 minute. So y'all have done this one in our warm-ups and our stretches actually, or after workout stretches. All you do. Hands up, start to come over, down, don't bend your back, bend from your waist or your hips or wherever that is, I'm not sure. And don't bend your back, and then grab all of your ankles if you can. If not, and the floor is enough of a stretch, do it. And then you can breathe in around your back just a little bit, and then exhale and feel that stretch. Straighten out, feel that stretch through your legs. Try to bring your head in between your legs if you can. I cannot. We're going to stay here for 1 minute. Literally. Done with that. Feel all the blood rushing out of your head. Alright, and then we're going to switch to bending forward to the sides, 30 seconds each. So, take our timer, set 30 seconds. Again, straight back, you're going to come with one arm, you're going to touch the opposite ankle, and then lift this arm up in the air and try to look up at your palm. So your palm is facing toward whichever side you're bending toward. And you'll probably crack your back on this one if you're anything like me. Keep breathing deeply, focus on your breathing. Switch sides. Same stretch, opposite side. Try to keep your back straight. Ah, there's my back crack. Alright, and back up. Whew. Alright, and now we move on to, again, you've seen this in the warm-ups and the stretches. We move on to the quadricep stretch. So just take a leg, bring it up, try to touch your heel to your butt, but keep your knee in line with your other knee. And flex your butt, and it'll give you a better stretch through your quadricep. Alright, and switch. Boop. Also, just like a motivational thing, some sort of fitness tracker helps me tremendously. It doesn't have to be an Apple Watch, because I know Apple Watches are really crazily expensive, but like Fitbits and things like that, you can get them relatively cheap. And like for me, I am 100% less likely to do my workout if I'm not getting credit for it. And it seems like dumb and it shouldn't be that way, but it really works for me. So whatever works to help keep you active, especially during, quarantine and everything. All right, deep squatting, 1 minute. So it's 30 seconds each side. So hold on 1 second here. All right, so you're gonna come down and you're almost like a sumo wrestler position, and then you're gonna pivot and press against whatever leg you're stretching on and twist. And you'll feel it in your groin, at least for me, I feel it in my groin and like down the inside of your thigh. Alright, and then we're going to switch sides. There we go. Switch. I always like to think of stretching like, and this is a yoga thing, but I always like to think of stretching as like almost like meditation. Like you can really like focus on your breathing and focus on sort of calming your mind, and thoughts will happen, but then you try to just like bring yourself back to your breathing, and you don't yell at yourself for your thoughts or anything. You just say, oh, I got off track, and then come back to your breathing. And it's really relaxing. It can be really meditative. All right, lunges and sides. This is fun. Just like, it looks cool. All right, I cleared out some room, so I think I should be able to stretch here and it should be good, I think. We'll see. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bend one knee, again, don't go past your toes, and your arms are up like this because that's what they do, and then you're gonna switch back and forth. And if you can go lower than this, that's great. The lower that you can go, the better. Just make sure that your knee isn't going past your toes. I'm gonna say that's 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. All right. Oh, yeah, like getting off a horse. Not that I've ever done that. Well, I have gotten off a horse before, but I've never ridden one for so long that I was sore. All right, now we're going into that sequence that we do in our stretches each day, where it's lunge into like down on one knee, into don't fall over stretch, into runner's stretch. So I'll walk you through it, but we're gonna do that on both sides, and this time instead of 30 seconds each, we're doing it for a minute each. So should be fun, should be fun. Have some water, hydrate. All right, and I'm gonna try to do it this way, so that way y'all can see better, hopefully. Hopefully. All right, so 1 minute for each of these. Here we go. So deep lunge. Knees don't go past toes. Try to have your thigh, you like this sexy view? Try to have your thigh relatively flat rather than like up. And then this leg is straight. The knee is straight behind you, and you're on your toes. And then your arms are down at your sides. They also talk about having your hip points facing forward. So don't do this, but instead try to have both your hip points, those like bones that you feel, pointing toward the wall or wherever you're stretching, pointing towards forward. When I say they, I mean like the exercise experts that be, the Illuminati exercise people, you know? All right, down onto one knee and straighten this back foot. And we're gonna do a minute here. Put your hand onto your leg like this, and it increases the stretch. I will never know why. Maybe I could research it. Somebody in the comments, somebody tell me in the comments. Let me do passive research, where the research just comes to me. That's an Eddie Izzard reference, by the way. Go watch Eddie Izzard, he's great. But yeah, just somebody put it in the comments why this makes the stretch better, because I don't get it, but it totally does. Eddie Izzard is a comedian, by the way, in case you didn't know who I was referencing. I think most of his specials are on Netflix, if you want to watch him. He's great. Everyone should know Eddie Izzard. Especially, like a lot of my community is LGBT community, and he is like self-deemed, like the way that he identifies is as a transvestite. So check him out. He's great. All right. And then we're gonna go into the don't fall over stretch, where we bring, this hand stays here, we bring this leg up, we grab it, and we bring it toward our butt. Don't fall over. Do not fall over, whatever you do. I'm definitely telling you and not myself. 100%. And if you're not feeling the stretch, which I doubt, but if you're not, bring this leg further forward and you'll feel it even more. Alright, and then it's time for the runner's stretch. So you're going to bring your hands down, you're going to lift your heel up as you straighten this leg. Try to keep a straight back. If you can't keep a straight back with your hands down, just go like this and go down as far as you can towards your leg. And when you can, lower your hands down to the floor. If never, that's okay. And then inhale, round your back just a little bit. Exhale, stretch toward your foot. Straighten your back, stretch your head toward your foot. Trying to bring your head down onto your shin, ideally. I can't do that, but maybe some of you can. Let me know if you can, because that's awesome and I want pics. And you can keep doing that. Slightly bend your back as you inhale, and then go deeper into the stretch as you exhale, as long as you're not compromising your breathing. This is an important stretch to do a lot if you want to, like me, if you want to learn how to do the splits. Alright, so that's one side of the sequence completed. So now we're just going to do the same thing on the other side, a minute each. So, deep lunge, thigh relatively straight, don't go past your toes with your knee, and keep this knee straight. And 1 minute like this. Alright. Somebody today, I think it was Elfie, told me that, because I was saying that, you know, it still makes me really nervous to make videos, and I'm so much less confident on YouTube, on this platform, than I am on Twitch. And I think it was Elfie who said, just pretend like we're there with you. And that was sweet and made me happy. So that's sort of what I've been imagining while I've been doing this today, is that everyone is just in chat with me, hanging out, talking, stretching with me, and that's what I'm going to think about. Alright, down onto one knee, straighten your foot out, bring your hands onto, I don't know why Siri likes to come up on my watch. Like, if I bring my watch up and I'm talking, she starts up and starts listening. I don't understand why. But anyway, bring your hands here to improve the stretch. I think it must be some cool feature of the watch, like raise and speak or something, but it's just kind of annoying for me. It's not convenient in this exact scenario. Like that Bob's Burgers reference, you know, where Tina tears open all of the letters and then can't put them back because of the way that the system is organized. And then Louise says, well, that's a terrible system. And Tina says, it's only a terrible system in this exact scenario. That's what's happening right now. Watch Bob's Burgers, also great. Alright, and now into runner's stretch. Straighten this leg, come up onto your heel, do like this. I should do this each time so that y'all can do it with me, because it's good to do that to help keep your back straight. And then inhale, round your back just a little bit, and then exhale, straighten your back, come down deeper into the stretch. Try to bring your head down to your shin. Is this like Darth Maul music? You know, like when during that big Darth Maul battle. Yo Yoda, you know what I'm talking about? Alright. And then, that's the end of the sequence. We already finished that whole sequence. It goes by so much faster with you all. That's nice. Alright, we finished that entire sequence. Now we're moving on into pigeon pose, my favorite. Okay, so hopefully I can show this to y'all better. So, it's gonna be a minute each. And you're gonna come down with this leg. You want this leg to be like a line that connects your two hands. I think that's a good way to put it. And you want to flex this foot because that helps protect your knee, okay? And then you're gonna come down onto your elbows if that's enough for you, or if you're like me, you wanna come down onto your forehead because it feels so good. And oh, also, you wanna bring this leg that's out, you wanna bring it toward the midline of your body. And then just relax into this, meditate in this. Oh yeah, so good. Try to let your body, like your torso, like melt down on top of your leg. Feels so good. Alright, coming up, go into downward facing dog for just a second. You shouldn't be able to see your heels in downward facing dog, and your ears should be aligned with your arms. Alright, and then bring the other leg up in a straight line, connecting your two hands, okay? Straighten the toes on your back leg. Sorry, I should have said that the first time. Bring it toward the midline of your body, and then come down onto your elbows. If this is a good stretch for you, that's great, stay here. Or if not, if you want a little bit more, because you're a pigeon slut like me, then come down onto your forehead. Is that a super loud car? Can y'all hear that bass? I think it's like a super loud car outside my window. Hopefully the music is covering it for y'all, because it's super loud for me. Alright, come back up. Feel that like alignment of your legs in downward facing dog. How they're like more even now. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can feel it, but I do. Oh, it feels so good. All right, I just love pigeon. I'm obsessed with pigeon. All right, what's next? Next up, we go into twists. Okay, so this is another one that'll probably crack your back. I add a little something to this from the like traditional set that I'm following. So what you want to do is you want to have one leg down, flat and straight. You want to flex the toes. Here, I'm gonna do it like this. You want to flex the toes on this foot, okay? And then, it's 30 seconds each. Hold on, let me get it. Siri just did it again. Okay. It's 30 seconds each. And you want to keep this leg firmly, like rooted to the ground. The entire leg, keep it rooted on the ground. And keep this foot rooted on the ground. You're going to bring it over your other leg. Keep it rooted on the ground. Do not lift it up, okay? And then, come here. And then, you're gonna grab onto this knee, and you're gonna put this leg behind, this arm behind you, and you're gonna start to twist toward that arm. Again, keep this firmly rooted, keep this foot firmly rooted, and twist. And then what you can do is you can inhale and hug your leg in toward a little bit closer to your body, and then exhale and twist a little bit more. And just keep doing that. And then, when time's up, like it is right now, come this way, and it's called a counter twist. Just put both hands on the floor here, and twist into it, and you'll feel that crack, crack in your back. It feels great. I love it. All right, and now we're gonna do the same thing the other side. Normally, I only get one crack, crack on the counter twist. So you probably, if you got it on that side, you probably won't get it on this side. But here we go. So now, same thing. One arm behind you, this arm holding your knee, and you're gonna start twisting toward the other side. And then you inhale, squeeze your leg in towards you, exhale, and twist a little bit further. Alright, and now the counter twist. Both hands come out and over, and twist into it. Ah, no crack on the other side. Feels bad, man, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right, so now we're gonna do sitting pigeon. My phone just started playing Feels Bad Man. I think that Apple is listening to me. Sorry, Birdie was asking me something. Okay. Okay, so now, sitting pigeon. It's gonna be 1 minute for each leg. Sitting pigeon, I'm not as obsessed with as the regular pigeon, but it's still nice. So, start our timer for 1 minute. You're gonna take your foot and you're gonna put it in like the crotch of your elbow, and then you're just gonna sort of cradle your leg like it's a baby. Try to keep your back straight. If you can, keep the other foot firmly planted on the floor and flex both this foot and that foot. Flexing this foot protects your knee. Flexing that foot helps you keep more grounded. Helps you stay more grounded. I always like to say, rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. I'm sweating a lot more than I usually do with this stretching. I think it's because I'm talking and interacting with y'all. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Foot into the crotch of your elbow, and then cradle it like a baby. Who's a good baby? And make sure that this foot is staying planted and this foot is staying flexed. Both feet are flexed, but this one's even more important because it's about the safety of your knee. And you want to think about bringing the leg in toward your torso. You should feel the stretch all in here, all in that juicy part. All right. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Okay. Next. Okay, so this is another little sequence. Y'all have never seen this sequence before. This is specific to the stretching day. So it's you're stretching your thighs and your butt, and it starts out, or your booty, as we like to say on stream. And it starts out with one that you've probably seen before. I think it's a pretty common stretch. You're gonna come like this. I don't know. Yeah, I think y'all can see me. So you're gonna come like this. This leg comes like this. And I think it's, hold on, I forgot. Is it a minute? Is it a minute each? Yeah, 1 minute each. Okay, so you're gonna come with your leg bent up like this, and then the knee comes to reach the shin calf. And then you're gonna wrap your legs, this arm goes in between your legs, and you're gonna wrap around, and then you're gonna bring you're gonna pull toward your chest. So you're gonna pull your legs in toward your chest, trying to make this leg touch your chest, ideally. For me,
I can't pull quite enough that way, so I come to my shins and I pull from there. And I can get a deeper stretch that way. Alright, and then you're going to switch legs. I'm going to switch like where I am so that hopefully you all can see better. Maybe if I do it this way, you won't be blocked as much. So then, like this, and then through the middle of your legs, around your thigh, start pulling in toward your chest. If this isn't enough of a stretch for you, then come and wrap your arms around your shin instead, and start to fold in like a little baby. Oh yeah, this one I can basically touch my chest. Almost. I'm almost there. Alright. Okay, so next, you're going to lay on your back. You can just stay on your back if you already have. And then you're going to bring one leg over the other, like a twist. And then the opposite arm is going to go out straight, like in line with your shoulder. And you're going to put your hand on your knee, and you're going to start to bend it down toward the floor, while trying to also lower this shoulder to the floor. It doesn't have to be touching, neither have to be touching. It's just about that twist and that stretch that you get in your shoulder and your back. And I'll switch, I'll turn around for the other side just so that maybe it'll be a better viewing angle. And you can even look over toward the shoulder that you're stretching. Sometimes that will give you a better stretch, interestingly enough. Alright, I think the music might have stopped. Let's start back up again. We don't want to work out in silence. We need sound. Alright, so other side. Bring this leg over. Touch your foot to the floor. Try to touch your knee to the floor while bringing your arm, I don't know if you can see this, bring your arm out to the side in line with your shoulder, and you're trying to lower your shoulder to the floor while simultaneously lowering your knee to the floor on the opposite side. So you get a nice stretch in both directions. We're done with that one. Next. Okay, so next, you're gonna have, I think that this way is better. I'm really not sure. Maybe this way is better. Let's do it this way. Let's do this one this way. Alright, so next, we're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna have one leg with our foot on the floor, knee bent. And we're going to straighten one leg and take our hands and try to grab your ankle if you can. I can't quite do it. So I grab like my calf and just above my ankle. And you're gonna start pulling that foot gently towards you until you feel that nice stretch. Keep the legs straight. Make sure to try to keep this leg grounded, this foot grounded. And try to keep your back on the floor. Try not to lift up off your back. Keep this foot flexed to protect your knee. Alright, and we're going to switch legs. I think that this leg is harder for me. It's certainly feeling that way. It's much harder for me to keep anything grounded. My foot and my back are both like, whoa, where are we going? Try to like raise my hands higher up to go deeper into the stretch. My body was like, nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Isn't it weird how much longer this side seems for me? Isn't it weird?
Alright. Now, that's the end of that little sequence. Now we're going to move on to bending toward one leg.
So, for this one, bring one leg into your groin. We do this one for stretches every day. Flex this foot. 1 minute. Come up with your hands like this, keep your back straight, and slowly bend from your hips toward your foot, and try to wrap your hands around the center of your foot. And then inhale, round your back just slightly. Exhale, bend toward your head toward your chin. Inhale, round. Exhale, deeper into the stretch. Straighten your back. Deeper into the stretch. Switch legs. This leg in, lined up with like your thigh. Your heel is like touching your groin. Hands up. Keep your back straight. Reach for your foot. Don't bend your back as much as you can. And then inhale, round your back just a little bit. And exhale, straighten your back, reach your head toward your chin. Keep doing that. 7 with that one. Ha, 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 bah. All right, now we're gonna do bending forward. Ow. So for this one, your legs are together. Let me do it this way. Your legs are together, and your feet are flexed to protect your knees. And you are going to bring your hands up, lean forward, keeping your back straight, and grab your feet. And then inhale, round your back slightly. Exhale, bring your head toward your shins. Straighten your back, bring your head towards your shins. Round, bring your head towards your shins. All right. Whew. So next, okay. We're starting to get into like it's like the way that this routine is structured. It's like a rising hill, and then like it's like a plot. There's the rising action, and then the climax, and then the falling action. And we're getting close to the climax, so things are getting more intense. All right, so for this one, we're gonna start out. You're gonna take your legs, and you're gonna take them as far apart as you can, okay? And try to keep your back straight. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna set a timer for 30 seconds, Tech, and you're gonna, whoops, and you're gonna bend. Or don't bend your back, but reach toward your foot and try to keep your back straight and try to lean toward that leg. Hinge toward that leg. And as you inhale, you can round your back just slightly. Exhale, straighten your back, lean toward that leg. All right, fortunately it's only 30 seconds. We don't have to do much. We can switch to the other side. Hands up, come over, straight back as much as you can. My legs are shaking like crazy. Inhale, round slightly, exhale. Even if you can move your hands like a nanometer further up, it'll increase the stretch, but don't compromise your breathing. All right, that's 30 seconds. And then, here's the worst part. Now, we're gonna do 2 minutes where we're reaching forward. And if you can, you would bend all the way down. You would lay flat on the floor with your legs apart like this. I cannot do that at all, not even close. So if all you have is here, that's perfectly acceptable. Just keep inhaling, rounding your back, exhaling, try to reach a little bit further forward, just a nanometer, just every little bit. Years down the line, I will be able to lay flat. I believe. Try to keep your back straight as much as you can. with my hips. Minutes seems like an eternity when you're doing a hard stretch. Oh, you did it. You did it. You did that very difficult stretch. Good job. High five me. Whew. That was really hard. I didn't like that at all. All right, now just what we need. Butterfly pose. It's gonna feel so good. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love butterfly pose after that. Your hips are all tense and stuff. We're just gonna do butterfly pose and it's all gonna release. It's gonna feel so good. Okay. So butterfly pose. Bottom of your feet together. You can grab onto your ankles, or I like to grab onto my toes. If you grab onto your ankles, you can use your arms to sort of like push your legs down more, but you want to keep a straight back as much as you can. And I struggle to do that when I'm pushing down. It like encourages me to scrunch. So instead, I like to grab my toes. I feel like I can sit up farther, like straighter, and for some reason, I feel like I can help my knees down to the floor better, for whatever reason. Feels so good. It's like the opposite stretch. They're perfectly complementary in some way. Ah. All right. Oh, that's butterfly. Now, ooh, we're gonna go into frog pose. Okay, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. But I call this one slut pose. Okay, and I really like it. I really like it. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna try to do it at an angle. I think that'll give you the best view. You're gonna come down onto all fours. It's for a minute. You're gonna come down onto all fours. Your knees beneath your hips and your hands beneath your shoulders, and you're gonna spread your legs out as much as you can. You're gonna spread your knees as much as you can, and you're gonna come down onto your elbows. Oh yeah, and it's gonna give you that nice stretch. Oh. See why I call this one slut pose? It's called frog pose in yoga. I mean, there's a fancy yoga word for it that I don't think I can pronounce, but I love this pose. It feels so good. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like to come out of that pose. I like to like push with my hands, and it helps take the pressure off of my lower half as I'm lifting out of it. All right. Okay. Here's the climax. This little section here, these two stretches are the climax of the entire stretching section. So once we get past this, we're into falling action. We're almost there. All right, so this one is called transverse split setting, and we're gonna do 3 sets of 1 minute each on this. So what you do is you come and you spread your legs out as far as they can go, as far as you can handle, and it's okay if your feet turn out a little bit, that's okay. And then you're gonna come down, keep your back straight, you're gonna set your hands on the floor. And I find I've got a deeper stretch. My hands are closer to my crotch area, closer to my body, I guess. If I bring my hands in toward me, rather than having them out. And I feel it really bad, like right here. Right here. But we're training to be able to do the splits here. Oh, I gotta come out of it just a little bit. It hurts too bad. Okay. Alright, that's the first minute. Alright, so now, again, I like to push up on my hands to help come out of it a little bit, and it never feels good.
Woo! We take just a little break, have some water, hydrate a little bit, and then we'll do it 2 more times. It's not fun. This is why it's the climax. Woo! Oh, okay. You ready for set 2? I know. I'm not either. Here we go. Legs out as far as you can go. Good.
Oh, God. And each set, you want to try coming out just a little bit further, if you can. Deep breathing really helps here. In yoga, they talk about a concept of like breathing into the spot that you're stretching. So like close your eyes and visualize when you breathe in, imagine sending the air that you're breathing in to that spot in your body. And it can actually really help. All right, we can come out. We can come out of the pose.
All right, another little break. Woo! Oh. Oh. All right, do a little dance. Stretch it out. Woo. Twerk break. All right. You weren't expecting a twerk break, were you? Oh, I'm totally gonna post a twerk tutorial. It's gonna be really funny. It's gonna be great. Okay. Round 3, last one, and then there's one more stretch that we have to do, and then we're through the climax. We've made it through the climax. This is part 1 of the climax. It's a 2-part climax. Here we go. All right, legs out as far as you can go. Bend over. Oh. Try to get a little bit further in your stretch if you can. What I will say is, now that I've done it 2 times, I'm feeling it less, you know? I'm feeling less tight, which is what you want. Alright, that's it. You did part 1 of the climax. You just gotta come out of it now. Okay. Alright. Okay. Whew. Part 1 of the climax complete. Part 2 of the climax, very similar, except instead of transverse split setting, it's lengthwise split setting. And this one, we're doing 2 sets, 1 minute on each leg. So, here we go. I think it'll be best if I do it this way. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna spread, you're gonna come down to like a low lunge, you know, like a deep lunge like we've done before. You're gonna bring your hands down onto the floor. I'm gonna start my timer. You're gonna bring your hands down onto the floor, and you're gonna come up onto this heel as you straighten this front leg, and then bring this leg over to the other side. And I need to scoot forward a little bit. Hold on. Don't do this like me. Don't do that like me. And then you're gonna bring your back leg back as far as possible, because eventually what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to straighten your back toes and then come down into the splits. I can't do that yet. I really want to be able to, but I cannot yet. So you're up on your toes for this stretch. Alright, that's it for this stretch. Bring this leg back onto your foot. And switch sides. So again, you're going to come into a lunge as deep as you can. Then you're going to straighten this leg, come onto your heel. Bring this hand, the hand on the outside of your leg, to the inside. Come down onto your hands and stretch as far as you can. Woo! And this will be the first set. After this, we'll do just one more time on each leg. I feel like I'm almost there though. I feel like I'm really close. Maybe not, probably not, but it feels like it. I hope it feels like it for y'all too. If anyone here can do the splits, you gotta leave it in the comments. I want to know people who can do the splits. That's so cool. Oh, I want to be able to do the splits so bad. Alright, that's it. Oh, back onto your foot. Take just a minute. Alright. We're gonna do it again. You ready? Here we go. Deep lunge. Come up onto your heel. I'm on my right leg if you've been following along with me. Take your hand to the inside, both hands on the inside. This knee is straight and pointing down. You don't want it pointing like out or to either direction. You want it pointing down. You want to get as deep as you possibly can so that you can get to those stretches one day. I mean, those splits one day. Yeah! Almost to the climax. All right. Last time. Left leg forward this time. Here we go. Come into a deep lunge. Straighten this leg, come up onto your heel, arm goes on the inside, both hands are down on the floor on the inside of the leg, and get into that stretch, that split. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do the splits, yeah! Alright, we're into the falling action. And the falling action is nice. We like the falling action. We're almost there. Alright, so next is a very nice stretch. She calls it dog pose, muzzle up. I think it's just cobra. I'm not sure what the distinction, maybe it's the way that your legs are situated, because your legs are spread out slightly. So, come down onto your stomach. Place your hands by your pecs or your boobs, depending on your sex, I guess, depending on if you have boobs or not. And then lift up until you can't anymore or until your arms are straight. And lean your head back. Breathe deep. I like to flex my butt when I do this. Not the whole time. You should focus on relaxing. But just for fun sometimes, I like to flex each cheek individually. It feels fun. Alright, that's it for that one. We're almost there. Just a couple more stretches. Alright, next we're going into cat-cow pose. Cat-cow pose is nice and easy. Nice and easy. So here's what we do. It's 8 breathing cycles. So, you can actually kind of do it either way. The way that I like to do it, I like to inhale to round and exhale to straighten. So watch. You inhale, tuck your toes, round your back, and then exhale, untuck your toes, and straighten out your back. You can even flex your back a little bit. And just do that. We do that for 8 breathing cycles. So, two, inhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. 5. 6. 7. 8. That's it. That's cat-cow pose. I think camel pose is next. Camel pose doesn't feel great, but it's quick. You get through it quick. All right, camel pose. 2 sets, 30 seconds each. Here we go. So for camel pose, what you want to do is you're going to be up on your knees and you're going to lean back and place your hands on your ankles and bend back like you're a big old circle, like you could just roll right now. Doesn't feel good, but good stretch. Oh, all right, that's 1 set. Woo, so intense. So intense for me. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time for another 30 seconds. We're almost done. All right, another 30 seconds. Here we go. Oh. That's it. We're done with camel. Thank goodness. Woo! Okay, alright. I'm not a little lightheaded. I think I have trouble breathing in that pose. The pose is so intense for me. Okay. Alright. Okay. So now, this is just the wrap up. This is just the wrap up. So, it's called Halasana, or plow pose. So what you do, lay on your back, and then you bring your legs up and over, and make sure that you're resting on your shoulders and not your neck. And if you can, bring your feet to touch the floor above your head. Alright, and then, oh, don't hit your desk. Come back up. Oh, and out of it. Okay. Whew. Last two. Last two. Alright, we're going to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is like a universal, like, reset, rest. It's nice. It's very nice. So, here we go. Downward facing dog. So the trick with downward facing dog, I already talked about it a little bit. You want your heels to not be visible. You want them to be hidden by your feet, essentially. And then you want your ears in between your arms. You don't want them like this, where it's like you're way out of it, and then you don't want them way ahead, where you're like coming down into a plank. You want them right in between. And then you want to lift your butt up toward the sky. Just shoot it up toward the sky as much as you possibly can. Show that booty with pride. All right, and then our last pose. Our last pose, everybody, is child's pose, and this is going to be for 2 minutes or as long as you like, because it's our shavasana. It's our relaxation pose, where we absorb all of the benefits of all of this stretching that we've been doing. So you're going to come down onto all fours. I'll do it like this. You're going to come down onto all fours. You're going to spread your legs a little bit wider than your hips, and then you're going to bring your butt back and try to sit on your heels as you bring your arms forward and touch your forehead to the floor. And just breathe and absorb everything, all the benefits into your body. If you fall asleep here, that's great.
And that's it. You did it. You made it all the way through the stretching routine. Great job, everybody. Oh, high five. All right, I will see you tomorrow for our regular workout. Be sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you can see whenever I post. I post 6 days a week. Well, actually 7 because I post like cooking stuff too. So I post like every day of the week, and like the video and leave a comment, ask questions, you know, just engage and stuff because it means a lot to me. Thanks everybody. It was awesome working out with you. Bye.